Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me again. So I've just popped down to the plot tonight to do a little bit of watering in some of the bits that are covered up, and also just to check up on a couple of bits really. And I'm really pleased I have, because just having a quick look around, everything really looks like it's starting to like blossom and come out, and yeah, it's just a really exciting time actually. So I'll quickly take you around and kind of show you what's going on, because there's actually quite a lot. So yeah, I'll start from the back, we'll work our way around to the front. So all of the tulips are coming up now. They look so lovely, these ones especially here, and a couple more at the back just there. But yeah, these should start to in a few days, I think. So these are the Angelique tall tulips. The one at the back, it started to, and then I think it got a little bit too cold maybe, and it just died off unfortunately. But yeah, the rest should be really nice, and I've got some at home as well that are starting to blossom. So yeah, the house should be filled with lovely tulips soon. One thing that hasn't come up on my potatoes, I don't know what's going on, whether I've overwatered them or not. I've got a funny feeling that these are the buckets where they don't have holes in them, so I do need to check underneath. But the rhubarb has gone absolutely crazy. I might have to pick some of this soon. It's gone crazy huge, and there's still more growing off it, so I might pick a couple of these bits this weekend. Oh, they just look absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to have them. And then my broccoli and cabbage, so these are what I've got to water actually. Let's quickly take these off and check. Oh, maybe they're covered a bit too much. But all the salad has started to finally come up a little bit, so we might just have a little bit of a mixture of things here. But the broccoli seem to be doing okay, a little bit lighter than I would like, but other than that I think they will be all right. Let's check these cabbages. Yeah, these have been absolutely destroyed. I thought they would be. When I came last time, I did notice that a couple of bites have been taken out of them. I'm wondering whether there's a slug underneath. No, I can't see anything. So I don't know where they're coming from, but it should be okay. Some of the lettuce or the salad that I've actually planted in here, I think the birds have picked it up and they've moved them, because I've got another one, big one here, but another one here as well. But never mind, as long as they're growing, that's all that matters, I guess. And then the onions are just doing really, really well. Really pleased that I put the salad in here. I just think it actually looks really nice as well. So I might pick some of that this weekend. And then the ones at the back, I think the last two rows are what the garlic are. So yeah, they're doing well. The leeks seem to be coming up really well now. I've got some ones at home as well, and they're doing amazing. Carrots are doing really nicely. Check and see if I've got, there's a couple of the new ones coming up just over here. But there was a bit of a frost last night, and I'm hoping they've survived, but I don't know, unfortunately. We'll have to see about that. But these are the Autumn King ones, and then these are the Purple Haze. These tasted amazing last year, so I'm hoping they do really well. And then I just got the garlic over here as well. So these are the garlic that I just bought from the supermarket, and split them up. So it'll be really interesting to kind of see how they do. And then the pak choi, look like they're starting to get their heads on them, but it looks a little bit like they're flowering. So I don't know whether they're flowering or they're the heads on them, so I just need to have a little look at that when I get home. But these little ones, I don't know why they haven't survived as well. However, they do seem like they're getting the tops of them, so they might be okay. I won't take them out just yet, just in case. And then the kale is doing really nicely. These ones at the back have been chomped at, but never mind. The one at the front looks absolutely beautiful. And then the beetroot, I planted a couple of rows in originally, and they were from seedlings from the garden. And then I planted another row, just this, and you can see them, they're coming up really nicely. So really happy about that. Let me pick that one out. I think that isn't a beetroot. Oh no, there's 2 seedlings next to it. I don't want them to be fine. And then I need to get the cage built so I can get these in the ground. But I don't really want to put them in until the cage is kind of ready to go. And then I'll put that along that bit there. The fruits are coming up really nicely. So these are the blueberries, the blueberry bush. This was actually from the range, and I picked this up when it was on special at the end of last year. And I think it cost me like £2.50, so I'm really pleased with that one. This is the blackberry plant that I got when it was on clearance at the end of last year. And all the buds are starting to come up. And it has been getting taller. I have noticed it has been getting taller. What will happen with it, I don't know. Because I thought it was dead, but obviously not. This is, I think this is a gooseberry. This is what was given to me. So this looks all very, very new. And then this was kind of what was from last year. Oh, you can just see them here. So yeah, should be getting some of them soon. Raspberry bush is doing lovely. A couple of new little bits coming up here. And then this was the ice strawberry, I think it was called. I don't know if I've still got the... No, I haven't. But I may even try and split this one up a little bit, because I think it's lots of different ones in there, but we'll see. The strawberries that I planted in the pallet, they're really starting to flower up now. And this looks like it may be my first strawberry of the season. So that'd be really nice if these all come up. And I thought they were going to die off, but the only one that's looking to die off is this end one here. I don't really know what's going on with it, but never mind. And then the apple tree just looks absolutely stunning. I almost don't want it to get any apples on it just because it looks so beautiful. I'm wondering if these flowers will last. I don't think they will by the looks of the picture, no. But yeah, I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. And then over to my climbers. The Monge 2 looks like it's doing all right. It has been pecked at a little bit, but I'm not too bothered because they're coming up quite well still. Let's try and see if we can get these ones a little bit taller maybe. We'll see. And then the edamame, they haven't quite died yet, which is always a good sign. And they do look like they're still growing, which is good. And then a couple of the peas here that I planted before, they seem to be coming back up now. They were getting eaten, but I have got some Monge too, so if they don't, it's not too much of a bother. I'll put them in the bottom bit here. Or I may even go round, because it says the edamames only get to 60 centimetres tall. So I may do the Monge 2 round the edge and then the edamame going through the middle. But we'll see about that. But overall, I'm really, really pleased. I feel like the plot's starting to come to life a little bit, which is nice. I've committed so much to putting so much in the ground, and I have got more to come over actually. I've got some Romanesco cauliflower. That's doing really well, and I'll put that with the broccoli and the cabbages that are already in there, and then they can go underneath the cage that I'm going to build. So these bits of wood here, I'm going to use them and the scaffolding netting to build just like a little cage kind of to go on top of them, so that should be all right. And then what I did want to do today, I just want to lay out the polytunnel frame and see where it's broken, because my loofahs are ready to be planted. I did the tip that I can't remember what her Instagram name is. but I'll put it down below anyway. And she said just to snip the pointed bit of the loofah, put it in a container with some moisture, and they've sprouted really quickly. So I want to make sure that I get them sorted this year, because I left it too long last year and I think it died off because it didn't have anything to grow up quick enough. So I do want to get the polytunnel sorted. So I'm going to lay it all out, see which bits are broken, see if it is fixable at all. If it's not, I have got another option. So I actually picked this up the other day. I was in Home Bargains and I picked this up for a tenner, and I thought even if it just does me for this year, and then I can use it in the garden next year for ceilings, and I can put some trays, like what's it called, some shelving in it, and use it as my seedling starter kind of thing for next year. Or I might go and get another one and have one for my tomatoes as well, all depending on kind of how the polytunnel goes, so we'll see. But if you're looking for a little greenhouse, I think these were only in there last week and they were £9.99, and I just thought such a good price, I think. So yeah. Okay guys, so I just pulled everything out and I think it's not as bad as I think. Just looking at a couple of bits, and I think it's mainly the bit across the top where it's kind of bent a little bit and it's just snapped ever so slightly. But looking at all the actual post sections, I think we're okay. See, this is why you just get on with jobs, because it's actually probably not as bad as you think it is. It's very rusty, that's the only thing. But yeah, I think we're all good. So I'm just going to try and put a couple of bits together, if I can remember how to actually put it together. I actually think I got rid of the instructions because I thought it was all out, ready to go, so we'll see. But I think we're okay. But yeah, I just need to kind of figure out what bits go with what. So I think all of these bits with like these kind of holes, I think these are the bits that go along the side and hold the structure. And then ones like this, where they've got the push hole, I think they're the ones that stand up tall and kind of hold it upright. So I think we should be okay. Won't know until I actually put it up. And I'm hoping to do that on Friday. So I'm just going to try and organise a couple of these quickly and see how we get on. Oh, do you know what? I've got a funny feeling I'm missing one of these kind of middle bits, and they sit right in the middle of the polytunnel like that. I've got all the corner pieces, which is good though. It's so eerie when no one else is here and all the birds are around you. You feel like you're being watched. You feel like I'm on in the film Crow. Okay, so that's a really tall one, so we'll leave that one over there. That is a centerpiece. So this is where I get really confused, guys, because these have both still got the corners attached, so I don't want to do anything to it. But look, they're completely different sizes. And I definitely know this goes at a corner because it's got the square hole rather than the push. So I know that definitely goes there. But where would that go? Unless I put it on wrong to begin with. That is wrong. I don't know, but at least that's a little bit more organised. And I've only got two major pieces that are broken and one missing piece. I'm going to take that as a win, guys. I'm definitely taking that as a win. So now all I need to do is figure out how I'm going to neaten this all up, because I am going to dig it into the ground this time, or at least figure some other way. I might go and get some more of the posts that I bought for the fruit cage, put them into the ground a little bit further and attach the polytunnel to them. How it's going to work, I don't know. But yeah, need to figure out how to... I can just trim this all down, that's absolutely fine. And the back bit as well. But it's these that cause the biggest bother. The roots are so strong. I need to figure out what they are really. But there's loads of them and there's so much bindweed around here as well. It is just absolutely everywhere. You can see it all at the back here. And there's a little bit down the side. But I did, when I dug it all over before, I managed to get quite a bit of it out. And it was growing all up here before, but it's not anymore, which is a good sign, I think. But yeah, I've run out of cardboard as well. Used it all for the fruit cage. But I'll have a little think of that tonight. One of the other things I do want to do, because I've got a climbing rose bush at home that really needs to go in the ground. I bought it last year when it was on as a reduced, because I thought the photo just looked so pretty. I couldn't just leave it there to get thrown away. So I'm debating whether to bring it down here or not, because it was going to go in the garden, but I actually saw on the David Austin Instagram the other day the most beautiful pink climbing rose, and we've just done our garden fences and we painted them a lot darker in preparation for the makeover, which you will see coming soon. We're planning to get a lot done on this bank holiday, so yeah, that should be properly starting soon, which will be good. But yeah, with the climbing roses, I'm thinking of actually putting it up along the side of the fruit cage, and then having the David Austin one in the garden, because I think that colour will go better than the one I've got. But I'll quickly show you where I'm going to put it up the fruit cage. So I'm thinking of planting it here at the side, and kind of training it, because it has got two ways. I'm kind of going to train it up this way, but then also to this side of the thing as well, and then just pop it in the ground here, because there is a bit of a gap here and I won't be putting anything in front of here, so I'm sure if I just put a hole here, put the rose in there, it may be okay. If you think I'm doing something wrong, please tell me. I won't be offended. But yeah, I thought it would look quite nice. So then when I'm looking out of my shed, just be really pretty to look at. It will obviously take a little bit of time to kind of get the roses on it, but there are a few coming up this year, so we may get one or two, which will be lovely. But I really want to get some more flowers in the plot this year. I have got loads to sow, and I'm thinking of having one whole bed just of flowers. I've got a I think it's a meadow mix, a wildflower meadow mix or something, and I'm thinking if I make one bed and just sprinkle them all in there, I think it will look absolutely beautiful. and I don't think I'll have that much of like fruit and veg kind of thing to go in there, especially now I've got the fruit cage. All of the fruit can go in there, and I'm trying to utilize as much space as I can, especially with climbing, putting things up the side. So yeah, a whole bed for flowers. You didn't hear that? I'm trying to utilize as much space as possible, and a lot with putting things up the side, climbers, doing it that way. So yeah, I think we're all good. But yeah, really super happy with coming down tonight. I'm really pleased I did. And that sun, oh, it's just so lovely. Even if you can get 2 minutes at some point this week or whenever, the upcoming month, just go outside and stand in the sun. It is so beautiful. I don't want to go home. Just want to stay here all evening in the sun. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.